Oh boy, guys, that Monday Night Raw though, where Braun had Brock Lesnar shook again. This is my Raw recap review for September 11, 2017. Raw just went off the air a couple minutes ago here, and here I am now recapping the show. Thank you all for tuning into the channel, watching this stream live here on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/HeelSteven. As always, I am Heel Steven, back at it again with a new stream, a new video. Overall, I'm going to say this, Raw tonight was, in my opinion, a very decent show. I'm not going to say it was bad nor was it good. It was just decent, in my honest opinion. It had some up, it had its down. But as always, guys, I want from you guys down below in the comment threads your thoughts on tonight's Monday Night Raw, if you enjoyed it or not. Live from Anaheim, California. If you're new to the channel, go stomp on that subscribe button down below. Hit a rolling elbow to that like button and share this video, the stream, throughout your entire social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, just to name a few places out there that I can think of a social media platform to share videos. But you can also follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT Impact. Very decent show. And I'm hearing myself as well on the playback as well, trying to hear myself also. But overall, again, Raw tonight, in my honest opinion, was, in my opinion, again, a very decent show. Okay, so the show kicked off with Jason Jordan versus Roman Reigns. And I guess the whole notion is, hey, anything that Cena did, Roman can do better, right? Last week it was Jason Jordan and John Cena. They had a very, very good match, in my honest opinion. And I guess for Roman's, thought is, hey, listen, it took you like 22 minutes to beat a rookie. Watch me do it in less time, I'm assuming here, right? And keep this in mind too. Kurt Angle, no, my bad. Jason Jordan a couple weeks ago told Kurt Angle, hey, I want some real competition here. So I guess this is Kurt Angle giving his own son some competition. And again, this match, for what it was, Jason Jordan, Roman Reigns, I thought overall was a very, exciting, way to kick off the show. Just good back and forth sequences here. Jason Jordan, to his credit, held his own, my honest opinion. He held his own here. And when it was all said and done, obviously, Roman Reigns got the win because, again, it's the big dog. He won with the spear, but nonetheless, again, Jason Jordan held his own. Let's just keep it 100 when I say that, all right? Nothing to be ashamed of. Again, if you're Jason Jordan, after all this, you had, Roman Reigns literally, trying to handshake with Jason Jordan, which they did, and Cena was watching from a mysterious angle backstage, right? And the interview rolls up, and he says that he'll say what he has to say to Roman Reigns, but then after we go to commercial break. Okay, like, whatever. And then we have Roman waiting in the ring for John Cena to come out to say whatever he has to say. Cena comes out, and he literally tosses Roman a microphone and tells him that it's not a nice stick for his tactical pants. And then they literally go back and forth. This on the microphone. And then Roman Reigns tells Cena that, hey, WWE doesn't need you. If you think about it, since Roman Reigns has been, again, the top guy or the big dog, right, or the guy in the WWE, ticket sales have gone up, merchandise, everything, revenue has gone up with Roman Reigns, which is kind of very, again, a bold statement, if you will. And then John Cena just responds by saying, hey, listen, he's going to teach Roman Reigns about failure. Literally at the end of it all, when it's all said and done, no mercy, Roman Reigns will fail. And Cena is like a drug test that Roman, again, will fail, which you all remember. Cena, if you all remember a while back, literally last summer, Roman Reigns did fail a drug test, right? Like early in the summer last year. He was gone for like 30 days or so. So it's kind of intriguing now they're going back to that itself, in my honest opinion. But it is, again, around the point. I'll be honest here, okay? Are they still convincing me about this match? Again, I said it before and I'll say it again. This match should have happened at WrestleMania or at Survivor Series or in a Big Four. No Mercy, when you look at it on paper right now, it looks like a very, very solid card. I'm convinced this should definitely be the main event. The way they're going back and forth, throwing jabs at one another, this should literally be the main event of the pay-per-view. Obviously Brock and Braun will close the show, but this, in my opinion, again, should be the match to close the show. Give me your thoughts down below, your thoughts. If you think that Roman Reigns and Cena should be the match that closes No Mercy. And then we go to commercial. We get a women's match between Emma and Sasha Banks. You have Alexa Bliss, the Raw Women's Champion, and Nia Jax sitting on commentary. It literally is Emma and Sasha Banks. The match, for what it was a short match. It didn't really go that far, right? But obviously, when it was all said and done, we had Sasha Banks locking in the bank statement on Emma for the tap out. I'm convinced, okay? I'm really convinced that the idea here is that Emma's going to be the one to eat the pinfall here at No Mercy. Because the way you look at it, hey, she's getting literally, she's literally like an afterthought in this match in a way. Not really, but the whole notion of, hey, give Emma a chance, all these hashtags, which, by the way, there's just too many hashtags for Emma, okay? Seriously. But a part of me believes that she just put in the match just to get the pinfall, just to eat the defeat, if you will. But that's my take on that. Then we get a video package from last week's Braun Strowman and Big Show from their cage match. And apparently, after they're advertising that Lesnar was going to appear, and again, they go to break. And then you have Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in the ring, and Paul literally goes and does what he usually does, just talk on the mic and gets people amped up. He talks about how in 2002, how literally, Braun Strowman reminds literally Brock of a young Brock from '02. The Brock that when he beat and victimized and conquered legends such as The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Rob Van Dam, and The Undertaker, even though Brock is going to try tonight to victimize and conquer John Cena, which, by the way, that was match advertised too, by the way. John Cena and Braun Strowman, right? And he's going to monster handle. So is he going to monster handle Cena? Is Braun that bad? Is he badder than the baddest dude on the planet, Brock Lesnar? And can a monster slay the beast? That was all Heyman was saying, pretty much, right? And he was willing to cross the border from the safety of sports entertainment into the hostile grounds of Suplex City, not to run to the box office potential, not to ruin the box office potential of No Mercy, but when they lock Brock in the octagon, they say, "Fighter, are you ready?" And Heyman asked Lesnar that right now and wondered if Strowman wants to step up and fight right now. So literally, they were calling out Braun Strowman to fight. Fuck the pay-per-view. We're gonna fight right now, right? And the crowd was going crazy for this shit because, again, it's California, it's Anaheim, right? And out comes Braun Strowman to a big reaction. And Braun gets in the ring, and there's this whole face-off, and then they go at it, right? They go at it. Literally, Braun's having the advantage here, just literally having his way with Brock Lesnar. And then eventually Brock does a German suplex City, holy shit, right? And then Braun just gets right back up, like nothing fucking happened here. And again, just had his way with Brock, just like 2 weeks ago, or literally the Raw after SummerSlam, where he literally just had Brock Lesnar shook. Just the look on Brock's face when Braun got back up was priceless. Fucking priceless. And again, what they're doing here, they're giving you that whole momentum of Braun Strowman. Hey, Braun has a chance here. Braun can be the guy to actually beat Brock Lesnar here. And then it was all said and done. Literally, Braun grabs the Universal title, holds it up in the air, and literally stomps on Brock Lesnar at the same time. Again, like I said, they're giving you this belief, this whole idea, right, that fucking Braun Strowman can actually beat Brock Lesnar. That's the idea here right now. Can it happen? Honestly, I don't fucking know. At the end of the day, I'm convinced, I'm really, really convinced that when it's all said and done at No Mercy, Brock Lesnar will be the one to walk out and still the Universal Champion, in my honest opinion, okay? But then, again, that was literally, again, all at the same time to hype you up for Braun Strowman and John Cena. They also announced that Enzo Amore will be on Miz TV. Great. But also, I guess Bray Wyatt also mentioned for a match. We then had Goldust versus Bray Wyatt. So Goldust was coming out to the ring, and then literally Bray just cuts him off. Literally cuts him off, middle of his entrance. He's in a dark room. And he said that, hey, he's been watching for some time and used to think that Goldust was bizarre. But now he thinks he's just afraid to take the paint off and show the world the man that lives underneath, full of insecurities and whatnot. That he's just like Finn Balor. And his pain is his power, his weapon. It protects him from the truth. But he's just a mortal man. And as for him, Goldust, right now, all he can do is run. So then we get the match. Bray Wyatt and Goldust. The match was short. It didn't really go long. Literally, Bray here won with the sister Abigail. Again, giving Bray some momentum. And it's kind of crazy because literally Goldust had this push, right? He was on the director's chair. He was a heel. Like, literally, now he goes from heel to babyface. Again, nothing in WWE makes fucking sense at all. And then when the match was over, Bray grabs a towel, right? And he starts rubbing it off. He starts literally scrubbing off the face paint off Goldust and yelling how he's just a man. Like, literally, Gold is just a fucking man. And then out comes Finn Balor. And literally, you know, he comes out to the ring. And Bray just leaves, denies the fight, and just walks off. I'll say this, okay? I'll say this right now. If you're planning to form a stable, right, for Bray Wyatt, a new Wyatt family, why not with Goldust? You know, have Goldust come out, no longer the face paint, just Dustin Runnels. Or Dustin. You know, as in he finally saw the light. Hey, this face paint was nothing. Remember years ago, back in WCW, or back when Dustin Runnels was like, you know, just shooting on the Goldust character, how Goldust is a whole mediocre joke? You can do that. And think about this too, the bloodline here. You have literally the Rhodes family, again, Dustin Runnels, or, you know, Dustin Rhodes being the son of Cody, being the son of Dusty Rhodes, and you have, you know, Bray Wyatt, I guess the son of IRS, the Rotunda family, the Rotundas and the Rhodes getting together, something like that. I don't fucking know. Okay, that's an idea, but hey, it is what it is. Okay. After the Bar was interviewed backstage, Sheamus says that he sees Gallo Anderson as more of a threat than Ambrose and Rollins, and Cesaro says that they say that may not. Cesaro says that may not like those guys, but they're no denying that they're more of a team than the Shield Boys. It's easy being a team when everything's going your way, but at No Mercy, Seth and Dean are gonna feel the weight of the Bar, broken ribs and punctured lungs, only their instincts to rely on. Like, literally, I like that. The Bar, we are the Bar. Literally, they make me want to go to a fucking bar and just scream out, the Bar, the fucking Bar, okay? Then we had the Club versus Cesaro and we had the Bar. We had Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Club. You had Ambrose and Rollins on commentary. The match didn't even begin because as soon as Cesaro and Sheamus were coming out to the ring, they started brawling. Literally by the entrance area. The Club came to join. Just a huge brawl. It had security. You had everyone coming out just to break this shit up. Just to get people excited. Oh my god, there's a fucking brawl happening. Oh my fucking god. And then we go to commercial break. You have back on the air, you have Kurt Angle in his office with literally Rollins and Ambrose, and them wanting to fight, you know, wanting a fight here and shit. And Ambrose like, hey, listen, we'll fight everybody. Fuck it. Bring them all on. But Angle's, hey, listen, if you want, I can book, you know, an 8-man tag. You guys just have to find you guys just have to find 2 more guys to make this whole work. And literally everyone started chanting delete, 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 because you know where this was going. Ambrose referenced, hey, they can find Batman and Mickey Mouse. I never knew that DC was part of Disney. I always thought it was Marvel, but that's just around the point, okay? Which is very, very funny, okay? After this, we had a video package, right? We had a video package of them announcing the big signing of Asuka. So Asuka's officially part of the Raw brand. They literally could not wait to announce that, right? They literally could not wait to announce that shit, in my honest opinion. They play a video package of Asuka coming soon. And it's crazy because I did a video on my channel how I would book Asuka's main roster debut. If you haven't checked that out yet, go check it out. And yeah, give it a watch, you know? Go give it a fucking watch. And yeah. Give it a fucking watch, guys. Give it a fucking watch. Yeah, here we go. After this, again, they literally show Alexa Bliss and Nia just literally watching this whole video package, right? And how Alexa's like, hey, listen, it should be about us, not Asuka, what have you. And how they can just be friends again. And Nia goes, it's fine, but after next week, because next week we're going to get Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax going at it one-on-one. They're long-awaited, I guess, match that should have happened a while back. But that is indeed, again, around the point, right? Just saying. Here we go. We then had Elias coming out singing a song about Anaheim and how it sucks and how the only thing this team is referenced is known for is the Mighty Ducks, and he leads to him rhyming at the Ducks, and it sucks. And then we had Kalisto come out and he had the match with Elias. The match didn't go long, obviously, but of course Elias got the win with the drift away. Elias been on the roster. Elias has now been on the main roster now for a while. I think it's time that he has a feud going. I think it's time. I'm just saying, right? Like, come on. You mean to tell me you can't have this guy have a feud? It's fucking ridiculous, okay? We then had Braun Strowman and John Cena going at it. And their match they're hyping up for a while now here, right? The match, for what it was a very okay back and forth match. Not really. It was more of Braun Strowman just dominating the shit out of Cena. Like, Cena had some offense too. And they made you think that, hey, Cena hit the AA. And that was it. But no, Braun rolled out of the ring and then hit him with the steel steps. But the bell didn't ring. There was no disqualification. And then Braun brings the steel step into the ring. And he slams Cena into the steel steps. The ref calls for the bell. There's literally, giving Braun Strowman momentum leading into his Universal Championship match at No Mercy. The crowd's going crazy. They're chanting, one more time. And as he does this, right, he gestures to Cena that you can't see me. And then they're interviewing Roman Reigns backstage. And he simply said, hey, the monster didn't show No Mercy, and neither will he at No Mercy. And then we get the whole mention that, hey, we're going to get, Miz TV after the break. Before that even happened, backstage, you see Dean and Seth walking around trying to find a partner for their, tag team partners for their match. And they bump into Dean Malenko and Jamie Noble, and they pass by the Hardy Boys, which you knew was going to happen. And Matt Hardy started speaking in his broken dialect. Well, I guess now the Woken dialect, but yeah, they reference that too. We had a Miz TV. The Miz announced that Maurice and Miz were expecting their first child, and he referenced that, hey, he will not be like Kurt Angle and abandon his child, what have you. Then he goes into this whole, speech that gets interrupted by Enzo Amore, and then literally Miz just literally going off on Enzo Amore, just going plain savage mode, okay? Pure fucking savage mode. Pure just going off on him. How literally he's a joke, he's this, he's that, how he affiliates himself with third-rate rappers, and how no one in the locker room likes him or in WWE likes him, how he gets kicked out of tour buses, and how he gets kicked out of the locker room, which at the same time he referenced The Miz himself, because The Miz, when you think about when he started back in the day, the same thing happened with him. But in a way, The Miz found a way to bounce back and got the respect of everyone, And he says that, hey, there's so much talent and potential with Enzo Amore that it's a shame that he's wasting it away. And at the same time, does he really think that he's going to beat Neville at No Mercy? Literally, Miz put over Neville, which is good for him, too. I'll be honest, Miz just going off on Enzo Amore was fucking music to my ears. It really, really was. It's one of those things where, let's be real about it, okay? Enzo Amore is a fucking joke. Enzo Amore is a waste of a fucking payroll in WWE. I feel like sometimes wrestling fans can be very fucking stupid. And I say that because, okay, people will boo Roman Reigns, right? Roman Reigns is someone, say what you want about him, but someone that goes in there night in, night out and puts work, busts his ass, and literally, gives a fuck about the business. Enzo Amore made it very clear that he doesn't give a shit about the wrestling business. It's just a guy that's, again, a joke, a waste of space, but people cheer him. I don't fucking get it. I really, really don't. Enzo responded, but again, it was just really just very, very cringeworthy to hear. Just him calling, him soft, what have you. And then he referenced that at the end of the day, maybe Maurice should ask who's your daddy, or the baby that is, that they're expecting. And then we had a match. Enzo Amore and The Miz. Enzo wins by disqualification. Just literally a beatdown, a whole beatdown of Enzo Amore here. You also had, during the match, Miz on the mic, just going back and forth with Enzo Amore. Just calling him, again, this is where the whole who's your daddy chant started too. But again, just a whole beatdown of Enzo Amore, which again, to me, was music to my fucking ears. Music to my ears. At the same time, I was expecting, hey, some of his cruiserweight friends to help him out, such as Cedric Alexander and Grand Metalik. but that didn't happen. And then backstage, you see Enzo walking back. He bumps into Neville, and Neville starts laughing at him and walks away. What I would have done here, again, you would have had Cedric Alexander and Grand Metalik backstage, right? And Enzo wondering why didn't they help him? Why didn't they help him? Thought they were all friends. And you can see, you can do the whole thing where, hey, they're mad that Enzo cheated to get, the win, how he cheated to get a shot at the Cruiserweight title on No Mercy, something like that. But I didn't mind Neville just laughing at him, just walking away, in my honest opinion, okay? And then after this, we had, let me go here. Shit's acting up here. We had the main event. We had the 8-person tag team match. You had Dean Ambrose and the Hardy Boys versus Rollins. We had Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and the Hardy Boys versus the Bar, Cesaro, and Sheamus and the Club. The match, for what it was an okay match. The whole notion here was, hey, the heels were working on Dean Ambrose. They weren't allowing him to get the tag, but eventually they tagged in Seth Rollins. A back and forth match, like I said. At the end of it all, you had Seth Rollins pinning Carl Anderson. It is what it is, okay? But that was Raw, in my honest opinion. Again, Raw was a very, very solid show. Nothing really to write about here end of the fucking day. Again, for what it was there. Again, the whole big moments here, again, were just Braun Strowman having his way with Brock Lesnar and John Cena. Give me your thoughts down below, guys, in the comment threads of this video. Share it through entire social media, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. I will be doing a SmackDown Live review tomorrow. And I'll also be recapping the finals of the Mae Young Classic. That'll probably be up by Wednesday. I will also be recapping NXT this coming Wednesday, and also I'll be doing my review of New Japan Destruction Fukushima. So again, if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button, give the video a big old thumbs up, join the notification squad, and you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteve, where I tweet throughout most of these shows: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact, just to name a few. And that's all I'm going to say here, guys. I'll catch you all tomorrow for my SmackDown Live review. I'll be out, guys. Peace! And remember, on this channel, it's wrestling and whatever. Good night, y'all.